guys, today also we are going to see about Skull and Bones, everything we know so far. What's look like Skull and Bones gameplay? The Skull and Bones gameplay is designed to make you feel like a deadly pirate captain, while something like Sea of Thieves has you controlling individual aspects of your vessel to make it function. Skull and Bones has you controlling all of the ship's functions, such as navigation, combat, and crew management. It's kind of like the naval sections in Assassin's Creed. Black Flag, albeit with 9 years of iteration behind it. There are 3 Skull and Bones ship types: navigation, firepower, and cargo. Each ship has its own proficiencies and perks, and you'll ultimately want to build out a fleet of ships that leave you prepared for any situation you may find yourself in or contract that you take on. Navigation ships are the fastest of the lot, which is great for when you're moving over large distances. Cargo ships allow you to carry the ammo, send items, perfect for when you go off in search of valuable loot or resources for crafting. And firepower vessels, naturally, pack the biggest punch. You'll be able to customize all of the available ships, 12 in total, to better dial in your preferred playstyle. Additionally, you'll also need to be wary of ship condition and crew morale. Ubisoft has even teased that your crew can call for a mutiny if they aren't properly fed or kept happy. And lastly, we know that Sea of Thieves will have a penalty for failure. If your ship sinks, you'll respawn at the closest pirate den and only some of your cargo will be recovered. You can go back for the rest in another ship, although you should be prepared to fight other players over it once you get there. Skull and Bones setting. Skull and Bones is set during the golden age of piracy, a period between the 1650s and the 1730s where maritime piracy was a significant issue around the globe. Ubisoft has settled on an open world inspired by the Indian Ocean, which the publisher has described as being beautiful yet dangerous. We'll be able to explore this setting as a pirate on the rise, starting out as a lowly outcast who is focused on gaining infamy and hunting for resources, funneling the pair into building the ultimate pirate ship. Skull and Bones single player. Is Skull and Bones a single player game? It's a good question, and one that Ubisoft hasn't made super clear over the years. We now know that Skull and Bones is now a multiplayer first, live service experience that will give you the choice of playing solo if you want to. There isn't a set single player campaign, as UBI wants players to create your own stories. So you'll be running through pirate contracts and missions as you would in the multiplayer experience, albeit in lonelier waters, filled with little more than pirate hunting AI and any NPCs necessary to complete quests. You'll also be able to play Skull and Bones co-op with 2 friends. Skull and Bones multiplayer. Skull and Bones multiplayer is the main attraction here. Ubisoft has designed the game to allow you to sail the open seas either alone or in groups of 3, engaging in either PvE or PvP, as in, either against existing elements in the environment or with other real-world players thrown into the mix for a little extra flavor. It's clear that Ubisoft has developed Skull and Bones with competitive pirate action at its heart, so expect many of the ship-to-ship combat and defensive systems to be geared around player interaction. Oh, and if you really want to lean into the fantasy of it all, every player will be able to get their own secret pirate lair. Skull and Bones platforms. Skull and Bones will release on PS, Xbox Series X, and PC. There were originally plans for Skull and Bones PS and Xbox One editions when the Nautical Adventure was scheduled to release in 2018. But Ubisoft later dropped support for the 2 systems as it shifted its focus toward current-gen platforms. Skull and Bones release date. The Skull and Bones release date has been set for February 16, 2024. The announcement was made at the Game Awards, where a new trailer let slip the new release date to the tune of a popular sea shanty.